different video from what we actually have here on the channel. But it's an extremely important thing that you need to actually think about when you're thinking about your marketing and when you're thinking about your business. Okay, so welcome to today's video. As you guys can notice, I have a book in my hand, and this time this is not a business book, and rather this is a really different video from what we actually have here on the channel. But it's an extremely important thing that you need to actually think about when you're thinking about your marketing and when you're thinking about your business. Now, from time to time, I tend to actually not read non-fiction books. I love novels. I actually love reading. And one book that I'm reading recently, after like a lot of people recommended this book to me, is 1984 by George Orwell. And on the first few pages of the book, one thing that happened here that really caught my attention, and this particular page can actually be used for marketing. Now, even though here it's in English, the overall book is in Portuguese, and I'm going to try to translate this exact thing. So what happens in this is he lives basically in a world, so you cannot write on paper and stuff like that. And he started writing a letter, and that letter was for the future. And basically what he says here is that he wanted to write this letter for the future, for people that were not born yet. And he gives these two possibilities, that either the future will be similar to the present, and in this case people will not listen to him, or the future will be completely different and his condition at the moment will not make any sense. Now, when I read this part of the book, I was thinking about something that is really important. In marketing, in business, people a lot of the times they think about the latest tools, think about like the latest tips and tricks, think about literally like what they can actually hack to get results. And often people really forget what is the most important piece in your marketing, in your sales, in your business. And that thing is people. Now, one really important thing for you to notice and for you to learn, and this is something that you really need to put inside of your head, is that if you're doing marketing, if you're doing sales, your number one point of study should be people. You don't need to study the latest software. You don't need to study the latest tip and trick on how to create a Facebook ad, for example. Once you understand people and you understand that person's behavior, then you can adjust your marketing, you can adjust your campaigns to that person's behavior. So it's extremely important for you to know people, right? And the reason that this phrase made me think about this in particular is when he mentions that he's writing that letter for the future. And I was thinking about the only thing that doesn't change is the way that people act, right? The times can go on, the times can change, tools can change, but the way that people actually behave will not change like because it's biological. So for example, there was a time that having ads on TV actually worked, and people would see the ads, would see that they are amazing, and they would call to actually buy the product. The only difference now is that people see the ads on a different TV, that is your phone. It's just a smaller screen TV, literally. And they see the ads and then they go to a path that is to serve that person's behavior. So when you are creating your marketing campaign, when you're creating your sales funnel, you need to have the person in mind. You need to have your persona in mind. You need to have the behavior of that person in mind and how that person will behave once they actually get in contact with you. For example, a person that hears from you from the first time will behave completely different from someone that actually already knows you. So if you're doing a retargeting campaign to someone that already knows you, because they had a point of contact with you, the impression that they have about you is completely different, right? And those are the small things that you actually need to learn in order to make your marketing really good. And on that note, it also allows you for when you are actually crafting your offer, when you are crafting your call to action, when you are crafting your lead magnet, having that person in mind and having the behavior of that person in mind is extremely important, because only that way you'll actually know if that person will take action or not. That being said, there is an amazing book that I recommend you guys reading. The book is Think Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, where literally he breaks down a lot of things that we in marketing we call psychological triggers. Those psychological triggers can go from telling a story, right, that people can relate to, or being the hero of the story, right? For example, one type that I love is being the reluctant hero. For example, I have an information that changed my life, and for a really long time I didn't want to get it out for a lot of people, but then after I saw that it changed someone's life, I decided to actually share online with you. So that is a way of actually telling a story and capture the person's attention. The other way is curiosity. When you spark that person's curiosity in terms of either in your call to action, for example, or other thing really interesting enough is actually having numbers or having hacks, right? For example, 9 tips to do X, right? Or 9 proven ways to do X, right? So those are small things that actually drive humans, because our brain, the way that we behave, will not change soon. So instead of just worrying about the last stage tools, the last set email, the last stage like webinar funnel that you need to create, actually worry about studying humans and emotions and behavior. Now, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Carlos Arthur. I upload a video every single day here to the channel, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you very much indeed, and bye.